What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of Life with Any Mother. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Any Mother, aka Mama Fabian, and I'd like to welcome you to the Life with Any Mother family. Woo! If you're new to this channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and join the gang. So today's video is going to be focusing on life after child loss, whether it's a miscarriage, a stillbirth. For those who don't know, I experienced a stillbirth on the 6th of May 2021. So tomorrow is going to be, or rather let me say today, because this video is going to be going up on Saturday. Today is going to be the day that my daughter would have been 2 years old. So yeah, let's get on into the video. I was going to post a totally different video until I realized the time frame and the dates, and I decided I just had to do this. I just had to honor my daughter in one way or another, and the best way that I can know how to honor her is through this is through this video, and just sharing my experience of how life has been after child loss, and hopefully it can give hope, or hopefully it can make a mom out there not feel alone. So I found out my daughter had passed away like on the 3rd of May, if I'm not wrong. So the days leading up to the 6th was just days followed with tests and tests and tests, just to see like my body is okay and my body is able to, you know, successfully be induced and me give birth to this baby without any complications. And that's exactly how it ended up happening. The birth was seamless, except from the horrible experience at the hospital. I'm just grateful that I was able to come out of it alive. I went through it. I can say I went through it a lot. My body went through it a lot, and I'm going to be using my gallery to just like give you guys like a specific time frame of everything, because I don't think I'm going to be able to download and post like all the information that I want to show you. So this is now like the ultrasound for that day after. That's the ultrasound for the 3rd of May that said that a single intrauterine fetal demise encephalic presentation, like kizungu mingi, just to say that the child had passed away. And then now the days leading up to that, now this was like the 6th of May when I was doing all my doing the rounds, or like in the hospital and stuff like that. Remember, this is during COVID time, so everything is closed. Like I couldn't have like as many people as I would have wanted around me, but my partner was with me during this whole process. I'm trying to see. So this was me like on the hospital bed. Now this was like the day after. Let me show you guys. This is like the day after. Let's be on the hospital bed. This was like the day, this was like on 6th, if I'm not wrong. No, on 7th. So this was on 7th after I'd already given birth. Contractions were killing me like crazy. Remember those those contractions I was telling you that you get where your cervix is, where your uterus is contracting? Yeah, this is what was happening at this moment. I was in so much pain, and my body really went through it during this process. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, this is now like this area. This is this area here. Like my body was really going through it. This was on May 8th, which is like 2 days. I had already gone back home by this time. It was just horrible. Like, this is now how my belly was looking during that time. You can see the redding everywhere. Like, it was just I look at my body at that time, and I just like I would look at myself in the mirror and I would just start crying, because I would have been like, why would I, like, why me? Basically, why me? As in, this is the first one of the 3 outfits that I had bought for her. I didn't even know it was her. I ended up knowing it was her. the day for the ultrasound. I have a picture of her, but I can't show you guys because it's a bit too graphic, and of course I'm not going to put a picture of my daughter in that state out here. So this is one of the clothes that I had bought for her that time, and then this was like a flower we planted for her in memory of her, because I couldn't bear the fact that I would have to bury a small casket. So I decided that I would let the hospital cremate her body. I would cry, let me tell you guys, I would cry day in, day out. I don't know if you can see, day in, day out. Look at how I was looking. This is now on May 16th, 10 days after, and I was in the pits. I was in the pits. I would cry every single day. And yeah, we ended up taking like a trip to Mombasa for me to be able to just get a different type of scenery, and also like there's some business we had to go and take care of. So I was in Mombasa for like 2 weeks. At least that helped me to, you know, come back to reality by just seeing like people going around. I remember at this time I hadn't even shared like on social media what had happened to me. After coming back from the course is when now we ended up doing this what is it called, this interview with Jalango. You can go check it out on his page if it's still if his page is still there. And yeah, like so many things happened during that year, and I was mainly on autopilot mode until the day where I decided, oh, I ended up going to driving during this time. You see, what is this, Model Town board? So yeah, this is the time that I went to driving. I was doing so many YouTube videos at this time. Like, look at that smile. You couldn't even tell that I was depressed. I was going through the most. I was, honestly, like, it's like, just look at this girl, so beautiful. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that she was depressed? And for the longest time, I didn't even think I was depressed. I just thought like, this is what grief looks like. This is how I'm supposed to be feeling. But I was depressed. I hated everyone. I hated everything around me. The only thing that would make me feel like a human being was Fabian, or just like having people around me telling me that they love me and stuff like that. But I was honestly out of it. For the whole of 2021, I was on autopilot mode, for real, and I don't even know what to say. Fast forward to when now everything in my life, like, I decided to take charge of my life again, and I went back to school and did a course in psychology, which was very eye-opening, which was very mind-blowing. Like, it helped me get rid of a lot of pain that I had. It helped me discover myself. It helped me come to terms with this new version of myself, because there's no way I was going to be Wendy Mwatha before Amari. This was now a new version of Wendy Mwatha, who I had to learn how to embrace, who I had to learn how to give grace to, who I had to learn that she's going to have moments where she takes herself back to that experience, because she cannot detach herself from that experience, because it's always going to be part of her. And that's why till today, if anybody has like, when people find out I have a child and they ask me like, oh, how many kids do you have? I'm like, oh, I have 2 kids. Like, my daughter is turning 2, my son is turning 6, and it just feels like I do have 2 kids, because I did give birth to my daughter. I did carry her for the months that I did carry her for. We bonded, you know, she was living inside me. Like, I could see she was suffering even from how like my body was looking after. And that is the one thing that made me feel like, you know what, like, it would be selfish for me to want her to keep holding on when she was going through a lot. What I can tell my fellow moms who have experienced child loss, your feelings are always going to be valid. This feeling is never going to go away. You're going to have days where you're going to sit back and, like, even when I say I have 2 kids, I sit down and I'm like, what if I actually did have 2 kids? You know, like, how different would my life be from what it is right now? But at the same time, I'm like, if this didn't happen to me, my life wouldn't be how it is right now. I wouldn't be the person that I am right now, because that whole experience, just, my life took a whole 360 turn, and I've never looked back ever since that time. I could tell the way that I was going that year, things are not going to be good for me. Things are not going to go good for me if I kept on being that person, if I kept on having so much hate in my heart for everything around me, for everyone around me, even when I was being showered by love and all that. So I'm making this video first as a celebration, because it is a celebration of my daughter's life. She would have been turning 2 years old today. What I want to tell her is that you would have been very loved, and I pray that you keep on watching over us, keep on being our guardian angel. Be the guardian angel to your brother. He loved you so much. He was ready to be a big brother, but I feel like at that time he was still a bit small to comprehend what was happening, because he was, I think, 4 years old. Yeah, he was like 3-4 years old. So even now I don't think he remembers anything like that, but I promise to speak to him about you. I promise to make sure that he knows about you, that he knows that he has a sister who is always going to be with him. And for any future siblings that you may have, I will always make sure that they remember you, and we are always going to remember you on your day, and it's always going to be a blessed day. Thank you for coming into my life. Thank you for making me a mom again to 2 kids, and thank you for making me discover my worth. Let me say that. Thank you for helping me discover myself, like Wendy 2.0. Thank you for helping me discover her, because without you I would have never been the person that I am today, and I would have never been how I am today, how I think today, how my heart is today. That would have never happened without you. So thank you so much. I love you. Keep watching over us, and happy birthday. Your family loves you so much. To my moms out there who have experienced child loss, you're not alone. Hit me up anytime. We can talk about this. We can, like, just hit me up. I know what you're going through. I've been through it, and I'm not in a position to tell you what to do. I'm not in a position to give you advice on what you do. All I can say is this is your journey. This is the journey for you to experience by yourself. This is for you to determine or define how this journey is going to be for you, how you're going to come out on the other side looking. And I hope and pray that you'll come out the other side a better version of yourself, and come out the other side a version of yourself who is at peace, and who is not afraid to step into the world and be like, yes, this is what happened to me, but it's not going to define me. But at the same time, this happened to me, and I want you to accept me and how I choose to cope with everything that happened to me. So just know that you're not alone. I'm always going to be there. You can reach out to me in my DMs anywhere. I might be living my best life now, but I will never stop being Mama Amari, and that's for sure. So Nadine Amari, this video is for you. I love you so much. Happy 2nd birthday, and we celebrate your anniversary today. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell button so that you can receive a notification every time that I post a video. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to live, love, be anything that you want to be. Bye guys.